Hello students, welcome back to the virtual class. The chapter number 4 of the economics, and in this chapter we have concluded the primary functions of the commercial bank up to now. Right, in the last session we concluded the primary functions of the commercial bank. There were total 5 primary functions of the commercial bank. The first one was the accepting deposit, the second one was the providing credit facilities, the third one was payment and withdrawal facilities, the fourth one was the credit creation, and the last one was the interbanking transactions. That was the last topic of yesterday. In today's session we are going to talk about the secondary functions. There are only 2 secondary functions what we need to understand for the commercial banks, and this is the topic of our day, right? The secondary or the other functions of the commercial bank, right? So let's start the content. The first point, the first function, secondary function, is the agency and utility services. The bank works as a customer's agent, right? So over here the question arises, what is an agent? Agent is basically an intermediator between two parties, right? One person requires something and one person wants to give something. The agent will work as the intermediator. He will find out the supplier and the person who is demanding, right? And he will make them both meet, right, and earn the money. The same way the bank is working for you. Say for example, there is any importer or any exporter who wants to deal with you, right, but he doesn't know anything about you. Then at that time the bank will be helping you out. The bank will act as an intermediator. Bank will provide your credit report, your credit certificate and all to that person, so that that person can put the proper trust on you and you can make the deals easily, right? So that's how the bank works as an agent of us. There are some another services also bank is providing to us. Say for example, we want to pay any tax, right? We want to pay any tax challenge, right? So at that time, for all those activities, the bank works for us, right? We just need to pay some amount to the bank and bank will pay those taxes and the challans for us, right? Same way, if you have any important valuables at your house, right? Say for example, the jewelries and all, and it is not safe to preserve it at home only, right? To keep at home it is not safe. Then bank can provide you the service of the safe deposit vault. That means the lockers in which you can just put all your valuables, right? One key will be there with you, one key will be there with the bank manager, and it is quite secure, because without either key the locker will not open, right? The locker needs to be opened by both the keys simultaneously, right? So that's how bank can give you the additional facility of storing your valuables, right? That is again an additional services bank provides to us. As well as the bank provides the microfinance too for the small scale business, for very small scale business, right? They need the microfinance of 5,000, 10,000, right? 1,000, 2,000, whatever the amount is, the bank provides it, right? And bank helps the people to work well, to develop their own selves, right? And some payments which are needed to be done, right, with the safety or with the proof, the bank will also give you the facility for the payment with the proof security, with the demand draft or the pay order, right? So these are the basic facilities, that means the utility services and the agency activity which is being done by the bank. Now jumping towards the second function, the secondary function of the commercial bank, and that is provide various facilities with changing times, right? Guys, one thing we notice that day by day the technology arises. Day by day the new innovations are coming, right? And we are getting used to use them. Previously we were just used to dial from the landline to an STD center, right? And then we had to ask the operator to join a number and he used to make conference to the distance places, right? Nowadays we have the mobile phone. We just need to dial the number and talk, and we can communicate anywhere in the world, right? That's how the technology changes. That's how the new things arise day by day. Same way in the banking industry also, there are many new technologies which has been arrived. Say for example, if there is a person from Anand and there is one other person in Ahmedabad, they both are making transactions. The supplier of Ahmedabad sent the goods and we are sending the check from here. If we talk before 10 to 15 years, when there was no internet banking, there was no core banking, at that time we had to send the check from here to Ahmedabad. Now that person will deposit our check. Say for example, our check was in SBI and he has the bank account in Bank of Baroda. Then that person will deposit that check in the Bank of Baroda of Ahmedabad. Then the Bank of Baroda Ahmedabad will send this check to SBI Ahmedabad. The State Bank of India Ahmedabad will send that check to SBI Anand, and then in SBI Anand that check will be verified, the signature will be verified, right? The account balance will be verified. If everything is found completely true, then SBI Anand will deduct that amount from your account, right? And will send the certificate of deducting the amount to the SBI Ahmedabad. Then SBI Ahmedabad will send it back to the BOB, and that's how after 15 to 20 days of the process, that amount will be deposited in that person's account, right? And for that, the banks used to charge too. Time passed, right? And after the time passed, the new technologies arrived, and that was for the net banking, the core banking. All the banking system got centralized, and due to that centralized banking, right, now it takes only 1 day to pass the check, or maximum 2 days. Say for example, today I have received the check, I'm going to deposit in the bank, right? In the same town, if there is any branch of the another bank, right, the check will be sent to that branch only, right? From the branch only, it will be checked that whether in Anand that payment is available or not, that amount balance is available or not, and if that amount balance is available, right, that will be deducted, and after that deduction, it will be credited to that person's account, right? So it has been quite easier, and it takes only maximum 1 or 2 days for the depositing the money, right? So the time is also saved, and as well as the charge which was being paid for the clearing, that is also clear now. It is not supposed to be paid. Then the time passed, again the new technologies arrived, the internet banking, the NEFT, the RTGS, the core banking, and the more services are being used by us. Nowadays we are using the Google Pay, right? We are using the Phone Pay, we are using the Paytm. These all are the services being provided by the banks, right? So the bank works to provide us the various facilities by changing times. Same way, if you want to deal in the stock market, in the previous time we had to buy the certificates from a dealer, and those transactions were quite lengthy. Now there is a time of the demat. So the another time came where you had to have the demat account, and once you have the demat account, you need to go to the broker to open the demat account, and you can make the dealings from there only. Nowadays the demat is universal, so the banks also provide you the demat account, and you can deal in the shares, debentures, and you can store them electronically, and there is no hesitation in that. Right, so that was the second function of providing the various facilities with the changing times. Right, so guys, these were the topic up to now. Right, today's session is going to be concluded over here. In the next session, we are going to understand the presence of commercial banks in India, as well as the meaning of the central bank. Till then, I would like to take your leave. Goodbye, take care, have a nice time. See you in the next session with the new topic. Till then, stay home, stay safe.